Good day. My name is Shimon Lawton and I work for MANCOSA School of Education. The COVID-19 pandemic has changed our reality. The spread of the virus, mainly through droplets from the mouth and nose, forces us to change our social interactions, including those of teaching and learning. Due to the socio-economic inequalities in the South African context, quintile 1 to 3 schools do not have the necessary resources to switch to high-tech remote teaching and learning. Over and above this limitation is the capacity and the readiness of some teachers, as technology skills were always seen as a tool for the ICT classroom. But COVID-19 has thrust all educators into this uncharted territory as we look at how to effectively teach and learn remotely. This webinar series will focus on building and fine-tuning tech skills of educators throughout the South African context, from those with none or limited tech skills to those looking to refine their ability to teach remotely. We at MANCOSA School of Education believe that the challenge brought about by COVID-19 pandemic should not result in children from deprived environments being left behind. It is with this in mind that we have gathered together professionals to equip and train our teachers to serve our communities meaningfully during this time. The MANCOSA SOE is proud to be a partner in this essential initiative to equip our educators and enable them to adapt to this changing environment. Good day. Welcome to Phase 3 of our webinar series, where we look at different e-platforms for 21st century learning. Today we have with us Rasil Couture, who will be looking at the platform called Padlet. Rasil Couture is from Lebanon. She worked in Dubai for 4 years before moving back home, where she currently works at Aliyah Private School. She has functioned as a homeroom teacher as well as a math grade head. During her years of teaching, she has developed expertise in numerous e-platforms to enrich teaching and learning. Rasil's creativity and enthusiasm has pushed her to excel at different methodologies in education, including using e-platforms to enhance teaching and learning. Welcome, Rasil.
Thank you, Shimon, for having me. Hello, everyone. I will be talking about Padlet. Padlet is an online interactive bulletin board where students can post different kinds of content and be able to view their classmates' posts as well. When teaching remotely, it's important for us to find a platform that gives the students a sense of belonging to a classroom community, and that is what Padlet does. As a teacher, I can use Padlet in many ways. I can use it to showcase my students' creativity. I can use it to have classroom discussions. I can use it to post content and work for my students, and many other ways. Today, we're going to go over how to make a Padlet and how to use it. Let's get to it. To access Padlet, we can use their application that you can download on any smart device or use their website. To sign up, you just sign up for free over here, and all you have to do is type in your email and choose a password and you're good to go. Now I'm already logged into my account, so it will take us directly to my dashboard. This is my dashboard. In your dashboard, you will find all the Padlets that you've made. You'll be able to make a Padlet, join a Padlet, or browse through the gallery. To join a Padlet, you need to use the link that was sent to you, paste it here, and that's it. You'll be able to join the Padlet. You can use the gallery over here to browse through some Padlets that have been made by others. You can see how they use Padlet. They can get some ideas and how other people have used it. So this is just a list of some Padlets that are already made by others that you can go through. On the left over here, you can find some viewing options. You'll find your recently made Padlets, which is what you can see right now. You can find your made Padlets, which are all the Padlets that you've made. You can look at the shared Padlets that have been shared with you. You can check out the Padlets that you've liked when you were browsing the gallery, or you can check the Padlets that you've archived over here. Now, when you sign up for free, you get the general benefits of Padlet, but you're restricted to 5 Padlets only, but I believe that it's enough. I don't think you need more than that. If you're a teacher who prefers being super organized and would want to use folders and have everything classified in folders, then you can use this option, but to use it you will have to upgrade over here and choose a plan that you like and just sign up with them. I have made some sample Padlets for us over here so we can use them and just showcase some examples on how to use Padlets as teachers. The first one I made is for class discussions, so let's go through that one. So you can see the title and a little cute emoji over here that you can choose to represent this Padlet. You can see some sample questions over here and some sample answers that I have. You can arrange the questions in columns. Here they tell me to add another column if I choose to, or if I wish to add another question. You can choose the layout of your Padlet once you make a Padlet, which we're going to go over in a bit. So as you can see here, students can add or upload any picture or any video or any link to their post, and they can use that to support their answers. Students can also search through the web, which would be this little icon over here. They can choose it to search through the web to find videos, GIFs or GIFs if you want, audio, images, or just search the web for articles and such. So they can use that to support their answers as well. And that would be the first Padlet that I made for us. So just a class discussion. You can add more questions if you choose to. The second way you can use Padlet is as a place to post materials. So you can post materials like here, just some teacher resources that I've posted. You can post them and categorize them based on subject or any other kind of categorization that you choose, based on topic or whatever you want. This would come in handy if there are teachers that are parallel teachers, so then you guys can share your resources. This also comes in handy to save time, because we're all teachers and we're always looking for resources. We're always skimming through Teachers Pay Teachers or Twinkle or Super Teacher to find any resources that we can use. This saves time, as if each one of us found something, you can just upload it here and share this Padlet with your fellow teachers, and you'll all be able to see the resources together. The last Padlet that I made, our cute little creative art museum. Here the students can just post their artwork, or if we have any projects that were assigned, they can take a picture and they can post it, and they can comment on each other's work, they can like each other's work. I personally know a teacher who did this, and the students found it so much fun, and now they just can't stop posting all their stay-at-home arts and crafts projects. This is just a way to make it fun for the students. Okay, now let's move on to make our new Padlet together. Let's make a comprehension Padlet. Now, as I told you before, when you want to make a Padlet, you get the option of choosing the layout. These are some examples of the layout that you have. You've got the wall, the canvas, the stream, the grid, the shelf, the back channel, the map, and the timeline. The most commonly used ones are the wall, the grid, or the shelf. So let's choose the shelf for our new Padlet. I think that's my favorite. Most of my Padlets are made with that one. So once you choose the layout, you start editing the setting of your Padlet. That just pops up automatically, so you don't have to go look for the edit button or anything. It just comes up once you start making your Padlet. You start by choosing a title for your Padlet, which is right over here. And you can add a description here if you want. It's your choice. Then you've got this icon button over here. You get to choose an icon that would be the face of your Padlet. Choose anything you want. So So after you choose your icon, you will find the address over here, which we will come back to later. So let's just skip that one over here right now. We'll come back for it in a bit. You've got the wallpaper. You can choose the wallpaper. You've got many options. Choose whichever you want. Now, here is where it gets interesting. For posting, you can turn the attribution button on, which basically allows you to see the name of the person who's posting on your Padlet, but you will be able to see the name only if the person posting is posting through their Padlet account. So unless your students have a Padlet account, you're not going to be able to see their name. That's why I prefer telling my students when I share the link to please make sure to type your name anytime you post anything on Padlet. Now you have the new post position. It just tells you whether you want the newest post to appear first or last. I choose first. Here, comments. Do you want your students to be able to comment on each other's work? I prefer that they do because that's what builds the discussion in the classroom. And then you have the reactions where you can choose to allow your students to react to each other's posts, to like, to vote, to give them stars, or to grade each other. I would tread lightly here in case we have sensitive students. And then the content filtering over here, you have two options here. Require approval, which basically means that every time someone wants to post, they need to require your approval. They need to get your approval before they're allowed to post. And filter profanity, which I prefer having on, which replaces bad words with nice emojis. Now, once you're done going through the settings of your Padlet, press next, and now you're all set. Your Padlet is ready to be used. You can start posting. I'm going to start posting here. You can start posting a story. Let's start by posting a story and a little description. Now, for me to upload as a teacher or even as students, I can choose to upload my work or the link to the story, or as I said before, you can just browse through Google to find what you need to find. I have a story, so I'm just going to open it. To upload it, you choose to open any file that you have on your desktop. So let's just upload any random there. Here's a random file. And then we'll start typing in our questions. So any comprehension questions. There you go. And then the students can start typing in and posting in their answers, and so on and so forth. You can keep on posting more questions, and that is basically it. So when you're done and you're ready to share your Padlet with your students, you're going to go here and click the share button. Once you click the share button, you'll be here you'll be given all these options over here. You can copy the link. I usually just copy it and share it on any communication platform that I use with my students, whether you use Google Classroom or you use Seesaw or any other platform that you use to communicate with your students. You can just copy the link here and paste it there. You can email it, you can share it on Facebook, on Twitter, on your Google Classroom. So many ways for you to share your Padlet. If you guys, or when you guys are done with Padlet and you are no longer using it and you want to delete it, what I usually do is I can just save a picture or an image of the Padlet that we use, just so I have evidence in case I need to, or save it as a PDF, or even print it, and then I can just choose to delete it. When I'm done with my Padlet, I can just go back to my home, which takes me back to my dashboard. Your profile takes you to the profile of your account. The drive will take you to a place where they have saved all and everything that you've used on Padlet and uploaded on Padlet. And the setting is for the setting of your accounts as well, whether you're upgraded or all the technical stuff. So let's go back home over here. And here's our little new Padlet that we just made together. I hope you guys found the video useful and beneficial for you. Thank you so much for the opportunity, and best of luck to you all.
Thank you so much, Rasil. It's been so enjoyable to have you on our program, and I'm sure many of our educators have learned so much about this platform called Padlet, and we'll all be using it in our classrooms very soon. Thank you. See you next time.